Good morning. This is Mitch and Chris out here from West Pro Plumbing at 7116 Broadway Avenue in Lemon Grove. We're here in a vacant suite doing a sewer inspection. This is as far as our camera will go. We're 136 feet out. The pipe appears to be in decent condition. However, what we did find is that there is a lot of elevation issues. We found as we continue to locate the line that there were some areas that were deeper and shallower than others. So as we pull back, you're going to see, and everything's marked out there with blue tape. And it stems from 1 feet 5 inches to 3.5 inches out and out towards the window. This is a long run, and because it's such a long run, that's not a very good drop or very good fall, shall we say, for a line that runs with this distance. Also, as we pull back, you'll see that there's spots where it's holding water, and these are the spots where it's higher than certain areas, and this pipe is probably going to be needed to be removed and actually redone, just so that they could avoid issues. There's not much else you can do other than dig it and redo it all over and get the fall that you need. This line, it runs through the store, and then as it runs through the store, through the dressing rooms, then as it goes to the east side of the store, it runs straight out and ties right into a cleanout that's located right in the front of the window outside in the walkway of the store. So we're going to go ahead and pull back now. That was the overview. It took about maybe a little over a minute after we flushed the toilet for the water to reach us where we're at. So it took a little ways. So that definitely told us that there was a drainage issue. You see, the cast iron here is definitely in rough condition. It's got some old buildup, some old scale. Cast iron normally has a life expectancy from 50 to 75 years. Judging by the condition of this one, it looks like it's towards the end of its lifespan. It's got a lot of buildup. Normally when we see a line like this, we would use a coat machine. But our only problem here is we don't know how brittle this line is. There's a few turns. That's what makes it difficult to push it so far out continuously. There's a little buildup and discoloration right there. Some flaking. We're going to go ahead and take a photo. It's got some drainage. I can't say that it's great. But here, as you can tell, as we pulled back, you've seen that we're going slightly up, which is a concern. And now as we came slightly up, you see there's just a little bit of pooling of water right here. Now, Normally, if it was a short run, it wouldn't be much of a concern, but seeing how it's such a long run, it's definitely a concern. Now, it has fall here. All this area, this particular area is all located right by the dressing room. Another little area where I'm going to take a picture. Nice little. Now we're on another 45. Couple turns right here. Having turns like this with minimal fall will always create stoppages, especially if you don't have enough water volume pushing whatever it is that's going down there, down the line. Now we can't tell exactly what size line this one is, but we do know the cleanout we went through is a 3-inch line. And it doesn't look like the pipe upsizes at any time, even when it transitions, which you will see shortly here. Another turn, and that particular fitting, that's in rough condition. That's really in poor condition. Looking at the buildup on this line, yeah, all that needs to be replaced. I'm not even going to suggest coating. I'm going to suggest replacement. Dig up and replace. Because if you reline the pipe, it's just going to make the diameter of the pipe even smaller than it already is. And you're still going to have the problem with the fall. Look at the buildup. The pipe almost looks square at this point. Another little area that seems or appears to have some sort of a drainage problem because it's holding a little bit of water. We're not running anything right now, so this is just an area that's holding some water. Like we said earlier in the video, it did take a little while for the flush to actually reach where we were at 130 some odd feet. The water took quite a ways, quite some time to get out there, which is another concern. Excuse me. Pipe is a little smoother here. Still not impressed with the condition of it. Another little turn. But here's another little concern. That's the connection which we marked just outside the hallway that leads to the restrooms. It's just on the adjacent wall, just on the other side, right before you go into the dressing rooms. This is the connection of ABS to the cast iron pipe. We're going to go ahead and take a picture. Close up. It's a little bit better. There you go. Something to be concerned about? Absolutely. Now, here's all the ABS. This is the 3-inch ABS. Looks open in the serviceable condition. You see how clean it is. So what we suggest is that all the pipe would be replaced in ABS with fall, good grade, and tied right back into that cleanout that's in the front of the walkway outside the store, in front of it. You see how there's no buildup? You see how clean it looks? No buildup whatsoever. It's got good fall, it's got good grade, drops into the cast iron, and that's the trouble spot. We're coming up out to clean out. I'm going to go ahead and pan around as I clean up this lens. I'm just going to pan around a little bit. We don't have electricity here, so you can't see too much, but here's the clean out. We're in the women's restroom. It's on the same wall as the toilet paper. And so this is going to conclude our camera inspection for the sewer line at 7116 Broadway. This is Mitch and Chris from Westboro Plumbing signing out. Thank you.